Sponsored by DavisMusicPro.com. What's happening, everybody? You're tuning into Comedy by Coincidence. And we pause it, and we transition, and what's up, dude?
Hey, man.
How are you doing today?
Pretty good. I either just heard ghosts or there's loud people outside. I'm trying to. There's a real debate happening on what's happening right now. You know.
Got some people arguing outside your apartment or something?
Either that or I just heard some ghosts. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not gonna go look outside. It's not worth the effort. But
No.
just creepy shit.
Let's see. How you doing this week, brother?
I'm doing pretty well. Pretty well. It's another day here in Florida. Alligators lost today. Uh, Humans have won. Nobody eaten in the news. So uh, that's where Florida stands this morning.
Gotcha. Did you do any comedy gigs this week?
Yeah, I'm going to a spot called Java Cava tonight.
Nice, the good old Java.
Yeah, it's a coffee house spot, and it's interesting. It's interesting. Not I prefer other places over it, but you take what you can get, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You got to go hit the open mics wherever they be happening, and I bet you are just happy that it's not at the dry cleaners.
Exactly. Having I it's a real upgrade to move into a gravel pit at the Java Cava.
A gravel pit? Are they doing it outside?
Yeah, they're doing it outside. The going from concrete to gravel that you can form to your feet really adds comfortability as a performer.
Yeah.
And it's all about what you're comfortable with. So I left the alleyway and moved to a seashell gravel pit, and that is where I will be performing this evening.
And when you're up there, how long do they give you, just out of curiosity?
I'm getting 10 minutes tonight. Usually
Nice.
I bug out about eight to 9 minutes in. I cut it a little short there just because a certain frustration comes about and I don't want to explode. So it's
Yeah.
I'm being very vague on this on purpose. It will come out later. I'm still gathering my thoughts.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to see what he's talking about, go see Ty Young at Java Cava out there. You're in Tampa, right? Or is Miami?
Yes, it is in Largo. I believe it's Largo, Florida, though, which is like a suburb of Tampa.
Gotcha.
So you'll be really close to the beach, right next to this fantastic looking meth hotel. And then the hardware store. We're behind. We're basically behind like what I think is a Lowe's. So come on out to the gravel pit. It'll be a lot of fun. It's called Java Cava in Largo, Florida. I'll be giving 9 minutes of new stuff. I won't say it's new stuff, but it's going to be new stuff tonight. We're going to figure some stuff out. See if there's a hope in a certain direction.
Sweet, man. You've been doing a whole lot of writing. And keep talking. I'm going to go fix our mic levels real quick while you're talking about it.
Okay, no problem. I got this. Yeah, not in the past couple of weeks. I haven't been writing. I've been trying out a couple new combinations I thought of while I had 5 weeks off of stage. And then I've also been doing the stuff that I've already written from 5 weeks ago, and kind of just seeing if certain concepts and directions will work.
Yeah.
Seeing if the basic premise is funny enough.
Seeing how it hits different audiences and stuff like that.
Exactly. And which is why I think places like the Java Cava, where it's a sober environment, no alcohol is sold except for Delta 8 THC, which is like,
that's a weird one to be selling at a coffee shop. You know what I mean? Like coffee.
It's Delta 8 THC. Can I can't even hear you. You're off the mic, but yeah. Delta 8 THC. It's basically the Adderall to the Vyvanse of weed. So it's basically it's good. It'll do the job, but it's not like you're not staying up for 2 days straight like you will off of Vyvanse, because that's just stronger stuff right there. Whereas Adderall, you'll stay up one night and then you'll hopefully crash the next night, but you definitely won't be up the entirety of the second night.
Right.
That's kind of what you're dealing with there. Plus, they fucked with it in a lab type deal. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like almost like synthetic weed, which we all had that experience years ago.
Exactly.
That's why I don't fuck with it.
It really is. It's just a weird, trippy thing,
Yeah. But glad you're getting out there. Glad you're hitting the audiences. Glad you're testing the material out.
Mm-hmm.
As far as me, dude, I've just been busy. Seems like
just been busy.
Lots of lessons. I got another music and motivation out this week that was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Nah, man, we all understand the hustle. I believe in music and motivation for those of us, those of the listeners that listen to it. Chris, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a bad music and motivational listener.
No, it's okay.
Haven't watched the last couple. Watched the last couple. So in the earlier ones, he's always talking about get out there and hustle. Get out there and do it. Whether it be doing what you want to do, hitting open mics, or in what I suspect is Chris's case, you got a mortgage. You got rent. Bills got to get paid. You got to hustle and get that paper.
Yeah, and also just like you, being that your drive is comedy, right? It's not really the main gig. It's the hobby, but it's the thing that drives you, right?
Yeah.
Music is that thing that drives me, and I like to talk. I make it relatable through music, but what we talk about on music and motivation affects everybody, dude. It's all about setting goals, keeping yourself going. And if you guys are interested, man, Ty was a guest on 2 episodes ago, so
something like that, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a little bit, but anything crazy happened since we seen you last?
Crazy. Let me see here. There was a night at a club where it was a first time comedian, or I think a first time comedian. It was a fucking weird situation. All right, so he brings his 11-year-old nephew and father to the club, which cool or whatever. But then
Yeah,
he like
family.
brings the 11-year-old nephew up on the stage, and the funniest punchline of the entire thing, out of the complete silence that resonated throughout the crowd as he tried to serenade us with his dulcet tones. And basically, the kid says, I'll say what I want," and then that's it. And that was the only laugh. Like listened to 5 minutes of pure bombing terror,
Uh,
uh, to have the kid, you know, actually get a reaction out of you. It was fucking weird, but he lost all respect in my eyes when afterwards he started having a couple more beers and a couple comics down the line. uh, he started heckling, and it was just like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro?" You
yeah,
know,
just because you had a shitty set, don't try to make other people have a shitty
mm-hmm.
set, bro. Come
you
prepared
know.
next time.
When I
You know.
go up there, I'm actually getting a reaction out of people. It's not complete silence the entire time.
Yeah.
There's a couple ews, a couple laughs, and then every now and then I demand applause because I'm kind of basic.
Yeah.
Uh, so basically, it was just like, what, we all gave you the respect you deserve with treating you with complete silence if you suck. Please give me the same respect.
Yeah. We didn't heckle you. You know.
Exactly. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
So, hey, real quick shout out. Tuesday was Doctor Evil's birthday. So shout out Doctor Evil. She is
Shout
currently
out.
currently otherwise occupied, but we know she's here in spirit with us today. Um,
Mm, you know, some some people out there do believe that you are not doing your birthday right if you don't spend an entire week hungover afterwards. And specifically, if you remember your birthday, you have also failed. So really get out there and get it this year, guys. Treat yourself with at least one public intoxication charge. Come on, just do it. It'll be a grand old time for everybody.
yeah, no way to bring in the birthday without a DUI, right?
Mhm. And that is, for those of you that likes to look into hidden meanings behind words and shit. No, to my knowledge, Doctor Evil did not get a public intoxication charge.
No, and she did not get a DUI either. She had a good birthday. It's really low key, plenty of
Exactly.
cake.
One person in this organization needs to stay clean to get the others out of jail. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, she's our like
exactly.
bailout, you know. So yeah, but happy birthday. This shit wouldn't happen without you.
Happy birthday. Happy
Um,
birthday.
let's see, what else do I know? Um, it was also my mom's birthday yesterday, so my mom and grandma's birthday, 'cause both on the same day. Happy birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Um, funny shit. Any comedy news? You got any comedy news for us?
Comedy news. Let me see here. Norm died. That was a while back.
Oh
Dave
God.
Chappelle came out with his new special.
Yeah, Dave
Um,
Chappelle's new special's out on Netflix if y'all want to go watch it. Everybody
um,
on the left has been trashing it. Have you noticed that? Have
uh,
you seen that?
yeah, it's he says a lot of controversial subjects like he always does, and I would say my personal review of the special, I have watched it, is that brilliant jokes throughout. However, he is also like saying his I want to say view or stance. So it gets a little
Preachy.
talkative at
Yeah.
times. Like, I not creepy,
No,
more,
not creepy. Preachy. Preachy.
yeah, a little not, I wouldn't say preachy because he's not advocating for you to do anything. He's
Yeah.
just like, this is how I see it.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's very much um it gets I don't want to say storytelling either, but it's a little um the setup, while interesting, takes like 5 minutes. What I'm trying to say,
Yeah. Yeah, which any good stories sometimes they do, So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, look at the
So,
machine, right? And if he tells it live, you're sitting there for 20 minutes, So
mm-hmm. It's a good story. They'll figure out how to get laughs as he tells the story, but it's not the joke that a lot of people prefer
right.
in these times. You know.
Well, I'd say, I mean, like my favorite comedian, I mean, top 3, Joey Diaz, Theo Von, Tim Dillon. Okay, 2 of the 3 of those really are storytellers. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Who are
Yeah.
in their comedic style found ways to get laughs throughout a story, which is impressive to me. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? To keep somebody's attention for a whole story is one thing, but to get somebody to laugh multiple times a minute
Mm-hmm.
while you're telling one story, that's hard. That's tough. Because
Yeah.
normally there's like a funny thing that happens at the end, and you got to somehow pack funny shit into the whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Theo Von the same way, except he's the king of fucking metaphors, bro.
Mm-hmm.
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 Yeah, no, I agree with that completely.
Like, I don't.
It's I would even go as far as Tim Dillon in a way as a storyteller,
Yeah, he
but
can be.
like he's more, he like reports this alternate or possibly real but not mainstream idea of certain past events. And like if you listen to the Tim Dillon show a lot, which I do now, it's all your fault, Chris.
You're welcome.
uh
It's worth it.
it's you got to realize that 90% of what he's saying is false but hilarious.
Right. Eh, Now, yeah. No, and you're not supposed to listen to his podcast thinking that everything he's saying is true 100%.
Mm,
It's not like a news outlet,
but his conspiracy episodes sometimes do. It's like, well, I don't know, man. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Who
Now,
knows?
I bet he doesn't think 9/11. I bet he thinks it happened, but I bet he thinks that it was a controlled demolition. You know what I mean? So, I'm not saying those
Yeah,
are the thoughts of DavisMusicPro.com,
yeah.
by the way. I'm just saying this is
Yeah.
what Tim Dillon thinks, you know what I
Mm.
mean? Along the vein
So
of
it's.
Alex Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Well.
starting you too, brother. I'm not that I'm
Mm-hmm.
giving you grief. I'm gonna hit you right back with shit.
Yeah. No,
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I'm sorry. I'm falling flat. So.
No, it's early. It's early, and I am sucking up this coffee like it's blood, and
Mm.
I'm a vampire.
And it's like, for me, it was we had to work a weird schedule this week, so it's thrown off the whole thing.
I do
So.
want to point out that we do have a special guest with us today in the guest chair, which is why I have it. If you guys can see, we have our furriest guest, Mr. Oscar the cat. So, Oscar the cat, great for you to be here with us today, brother. I'm
It's
sorry I picked you up earlier. Now he's big cleaning himself, so it's what it is.
it's highly unusual that
We have guests on.
that we have guests, and it's highly unusual that a terrorist will decide to unveil himself. Usually they keep the mask on for life and death. So it's an honor to finally have Oscar the cat terrorist, who likes to claw on the door when he doesn't have his chair during the middle of the fucking podcast.
Yep. That's pretty
Um,
much it. That's his chair, by the way. So
mm-hmm,
when we have guests on, he might fight you for it.
exactly. It's with the way I live my life, I have no chance against Oscar. So
Sounds like one of your sets, bro.
yeah, it's hitting it. It's hitting around it. Hitting around it.
Let's see. Other comedy news. I think Your Mom's House had their last official episode in Los Angeles, so they're officially moved to Austin, Tejas, which is kind of cool.
That's cool. That's cool. I I have not. I as my trouble as a human being right now is that there are so many good things to watch, to listen to. They're just in all forms of media, music, TV,
Oh God,
movies.
yeah, no, you
You know,
we
it's
as humans have never had so much media to consume before
mm,
in
and
human
it's.
history.
I feel like it's created like niche audiences
Yes.
everywhere because it's possible. It's possible now to have niche audiences everywhere. You know, it's like there's some crossover, but there's no human physically possible way to watch everything and
Yeah.
retain it. Like,
Here's my
it's
big thing.
crazy.
The reason I keep mentioning different podcasts is because I just don't even watch TV anymore. I don't even.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like. I have Netflix. I got Hulu, but really, I don't watch. I don't
Mm-hmm.
watch them until I'm laying down, dude. Because I'll throw the TV on to pass out. That's about. It's about what it's good for. So if I'm doing stuff during the day and I want to listen to something, as a
Mm-hmm.
musician, I listen to podcasts for whatever reason because I don't want to ruin music more than I've already ruined it for myself. You know what I mean? So I listen to all of the comedy podcasts, which is how this even came around, which gave us the idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I like all of the Your Mom's House productions, which Your Mom's House started with Tom Segura and Christina Pazsitzky, who are
Mm-hmm.
husband and wife comedians. They got like a bunch of spin-off podcasts now with other comedians that are pretty solid too, like Dr. Drew After Dark is a big one.
Mm-hmm.
The Honeydew started there. Same for the Josh Potter show. You like Josh Potter? You ever
No
heard of
idea
him?
who he is. There's so many things, man.
Right. There's
I
so
have
many
no idea
comedians
who
out
this
there,
guy
right?
is.
It's hard to keep track of them all. I feel like you'd really fuck with Josh Potter because he is like almost blind. Okay.
Okay.
Almost blind. He's kind of a sports guy, comedian. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how that works out, but I think you'd enjoy him. He's a little dark too. His podcast's pretty funny. Let me see. Who are your favorite comedians right now?
Um, right now, I'm kind of like the favorite comedian always changes because it's who I'm thinking of in the moment.
Right.
And right now, recently, I've been listening to a lot of Ralphie May, lot of Ralphie May.
Yeah.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Rest in peace, brother.
And then Taylor Tomlinson.
Tomlinson. Yeah.
I'm probably fucking up her last name. You know me, y'all. I
She's
can't
young.
speak worth
I think
shit.
she's younger than me, bro. Which is insane.
She said in her special that she is 25.
Okay.
So,
okay.
or I
Maybe
think it's 25. I don't know.
Literally my age.
So it's, but
She
it's
started when she was
a
18.
really good stand-up special. She's been doing stand-up since she was 15 years old. She's a really good comedian. Check it out on Netflix and the YouTubes wherever you consume your stuff. And then I would say I don't even have three. I've been listening to those two a lot. I did watch the Dave Chappelle because you got to watch the GOAT.
Yeah.
But I've been mainly listening to those two and trying to see what they do.
And then you can always catch Tim Dillon, the Tim Dillon show on Sundays, bro. That's that shit, dude.
I do audio only for the Tim Dillon show, though.
That's awesome. That's good. I think that's how he wants people to consume it. I like the video because, God, it's so funny. Ben, his producer, I love watching him freak out / laugh his ass off. So it's all good. And as always, your favorite comedy podcast is here every week now, man. We got backup episodes out the wazoo, so we never miss a week, bro. So if you're watching this, keep tuning in, bro. We're here for you. We love you.
Exactly, and the tickets have already been bought, so I think I'm free to say this. But as always, until I'm on the plane, I'm here in Florida, and it looks like I'll be going to the UK for about 3 months. Be exciting. Um, I'll be going with hope. It's on the schedule. I'm hoping. You never know with this crazy world, but I'm hoping I get to go to Belfast this time, which I've
Ireland?
that's yeah, dude.
Yeah, sweet.
Northern Ireland. I can't go into Ireland proper because of
Issues.
COVID and borders and all that stuff. But now I get to do Belfast in Northern Ireland, which
That's pretty tight.
It would complete my journey to Ireland, which is awesome, and then it would also complete all the spots in the UK region that I can go to. So it's exciting.
That is exciting, especially if you could get an open mic while you're in England, bro. That'd be tight. You know what I mean? International comic.
Exactly. I'm starting to look at open mics now. I'll be doing that this week to see if there's any I have to sign up in advance for, and kind of just look up into the laws and see what the fuck life is going on over there. I haven't looked at England in a while for their news or anything like that. So,
no, that'll be tight, bro. International comedian, bro. That's tight. Let's see what else. I had something I was gonna say, and it's gone, dude. Do you have anything you want to tell our listeners, bro? Any shout outs? Any nothing?
The advice I would give our listeners is
to see Ty Young at Java Kava this week.
Well, I mean, we already covered that earlier. That's already covered. It took me a second to think of. I know y'all are, thinking if I just drew a blank or something because I'm too fucked up. It's not true at all.
Ty's having a stroke on the podcast.
I was thinking of some new advice. And the new advice is hold on to your britches until it's too holy. So, I think it's a little crude. We're talking about underwear here, but hold on to it. Don't let go of a friend.
Yeah.
Who just
don't give up on a friend,
commits one mistake. Let them apologize.
Keep them around.
Hold on to that pair of britches of a friend until they've failed too many times, and then you just gotta let them go. So you sweep that toxic person out of your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got undies like that, dude.
Exactly. It's a metaphor for larger things. Don't hold on to an ideology that has too many holes into it.
Here's how you know it's time to surrender and give up those undies that are too old. Okay, if if they won't even hold your stuff in the underwear anymore, it's time to get rid of them. Okay, that means like 6+ holes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It's embrace the change, but don't let the just because things are changing. You only got a single hole in those britches doesn't mean you get rid of them yet.
Right.
But when the britches fall apart and it's no longer keeping things going, you got to let it go and change.
That's the time. All right, you comedy cutie man. I think we're going to call it there for today, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You have a solid rest of your week, and listeners, man, you guys have a solid rest of your week, and we'll be back next weekend with you, okay? And I swear it'll be twice as funny. So, have a great week, everybody. Love you. Mad love and respect.
Mad love and respect.